From the vibrant markets of Marrakesh to the serene temples of Kyoto, acts of compassion weave a common thread through the diverse tapestry of humanity. Across continents and customs, kindness manifests in countless ways: a comforting meal shared with a stranger, a collective effort to rebuild a neighbor's home, or a quiet moment of support offered without words. Some traditions of giving are woven into the very fabric of society, celebrated through elaborate community rituals, while others shine through the spontaneous courage of a single person choosing to help another in need. These diverse expressions of empathy illuminate a profound reality. Regardless of our backgrounds, we are all bound by a fundamental human impulse to connect, to comfort, and to show care for one another. In every corner of the world, societies have developed unique and beautiful ways to express compassion. These cultural expressions of kindness are often deeply embedded in daily life, serving as the bedrock of social harmony. In the Philippines, the concept of Bayanihan captures this spirit perfectly, where community members unite to physically lift and move a neighbor's house to a new location, a powerful symbol of collective support. Similarly, in many Middle Eastern cultures, hospitality is not merely a courtesy, but a sacred duty. Offering food and shelter to a traveler, even a stranger, is an act of deep respect and generosity that has been passed down through generations. In Japan, the subtle art of Omoiyari emphasizes an anticipatory form of kindness, thinking of others' needs before they are even expressed. It's seen in small gestures, like a shopkeeper offering an umbrella on a rainy day or a colleague quietly tidying a shared workspace. These practices, though different in form, all stem from the same source: a shared understanding that compassion is essential for a community to thrive. They are not just traditions, but living, breathing demonstrations of how different cultures institutionalize empathy, turning it from a personal feeling into a communal action that strengthens the bonds between people. Beyond these everyday customs, many cultures have established more formal communal support systems to ensure no one is left behind. These organized networks of care function as a safety net, demonstrating a collective commitment to mutual well-being. In parts of Africa, Ubuntu is a philosophy that translates to "I am because we are," and it underpins many societal structures. This belief gives rise to community-based initiatives, from cooperative farming projects, where villagers share labor and resources, to rotating savings and credit associations, known as stokvels in South Africa, which provide financial support and foster a sense of shared responsibility. In Latin America, the tradition of the minga or minca brings entire communities together for public works projects, whether it's building a school, paving a road, or harvesting crops for a family in need. These are not acts of charity, but of reciprocity and solidarity. Similarly, religious institutions worldwide often serve as hubs for organized compassion, with traditions like zakat in Islam, a mandatory charitable contribution, or the langars in Sikh gurdwaras, where free communal kitchens serve meals to anyone, regardless of their faith or background. These systems highlight a profound truth: that a community's strength is measured by how it cares for its most vulnerable members, building resilience and trust through organized, collective action. While communal traditions provide a framework for kindness, it is often the individual acts of empathy that leave the most indelible mark on our hearts. These are the spontaneous and scripted moments of human connection that transcend cultural norms and expectations. It is the story of a young person in a bustling city giving up their seat on a crowded train for an elderly passenger, a simple gesture that communicates respect and care. It is the tale of a farmer in a drought-stricken region sharing their meager water supply with a neighbor, an act of profound sacrifice born from shared struggle. These personal acts of generosity can be small yet deeply meaningful. A thoughtful note left for a coworker having a difficult day, a neighbor who takes the time to check in on an isolated resident, or a stranger who stops to help someone who has fallen. These moments are universal. They happen in every culture and every language, requiring no translation. They are the quiet, everyday heroism of people who choose empathy over indifference, connection over isolation. These individual choices, multiply across millions of people every day, create a powerful undercurrent of compassion that sustains and nourishes our societies from the ground up. Across the globe, we also find surprising and unique examples of altruism that challenge our conventional understanding of giving. These lesser-known traditions reveal the incredible creativity and depth of human generosity. In the mountainous regions of Bhutan, the concept of Driglam Namsar, a code of conduct, encourages a form of discipline and mindful helping, where assistance is given with grace and without expectation of reward. In ancient Persia, there was a tradition of walls of kindness, where hooks were placed on public walls for people to hang unneeded clothing, and those in need could take what they required anonymously, preserving their dignity. A modern version of this has since appeared in various cities around the world. In some indigenous communities in North America, the potlatch ceremony involves a host giving away or even destroying their wealth to affirm their status and social bonds. A radical form of redistribution that prioritizes community cohesion over personal accumulation. Another fascinating example comes from the island of Bali, where the Subak system of cooperative irrigation management has existed for over 1,000 years. Farmers coordinate water distribution based on a complex system of temples and rituals, ensuring that everyone from the top of the watershed to the bottom receives their fair share. These unique traditions are a testament to the diverse ways humanity has conceived of and practiced altruism, demonstrating that the impulse to help can inspire remarkably innovative and culturally specific solutions. Ultimately, these myriad expressions of compassion, from grand communal rituals to quiet personal gestures, reveal a universal human connection that transcends geography, language, and culture. While the methods may differ, the underlying values of empathy, solidarity, and mutual respect are shared across all of humanity. The Filipino Bayanihan, the African Ubuntu, and the Japanese Omoiyari are all different dialects of the same language of kindness. They are all rooted in the recognition that our own well-being is intrinsically linked to the well-being of others. This shared impulse to care for one another is a fundamental part of the human experience, a common ground upon which we can all stand. It reminds us that despite our differences, we are part of a single global community, connected by our capacity for empathy and our shared desire for a more compassionate world. These traditions show us that kindness is not a weakness, but one of our greatest strengths, a force that bridges divides and affirms our common humanity. The impact of these acts of compassion on communities is profound and far-reaching. Kindness is the glue that holds society together, fostering trust and strengthening social bonds. When individuals and groups practice compassion, they create a positive feedback loop. An act of generosity inspires another, building a culture of reciprocity and mutual support. In communities where kindness is a core value, people feel safer, more connected, and more willing to cooperate for the common good. This social cohesion is vital for a community's resilience, enabling it to withstand crises, from natural disasters to economic downturns. Compassion breaks down barriers of suspicion and division, creating spaces for dialogue and understanding. It transforms neighborhoods into supportive networks and cities into more humane places to live. These stories reveal a striking truth. Despite cultural differences, humans everywhere are connected by an innate desire to care, support, and uplift one another.